What's up guys, welcome back to another video on the channel. Today I'll be flying back from Punta Cana International Airport to Newark Liberty International after my 5-night trip here in Punta Cana. It's the 29th of December and I came here on the 24th, and I'll be flying back on United Airlines International first class product. So I'm really excited to test this one out. I'll be leaving the resort at around 2:30 for a 6:30 departure, and if all goes well, we should be in Newark by around 10 o'clock. So I'll see you on board. We're in the concourse. I mean, there's only one concourse. I'm so used to saying that nowadays. Terminal A at PUJ, Punta Cana International. And it has changed a lot since I was last here 8 years ago. It's much better than Newark Airport, not even gonna lie. I'll show more montage clips later on, but there's so many food options. There's a duty-free that's bigger than I can even I've never seen a duty-free that big before, even in India. So yeah, we're gonna wait here for another 2-3 hours until boarding and see you on the aircraft. Another thing I would like to add walking down PUJ Airport is the fact that check-in and security were so well coordinated. If you remember back to my Aruba experience, where they did immigration at Aruba Airport itself, it took more than 2.5 hours just to get in the concourse itself. So in that regard, Punta Cana International Airport, you guys have things going on really well here. Good job. The only thing that wasn't told to us was that you have to fill out their e-ticket. So basically what an e-ticket is you need to fill out this form for all the passengers that are traveling with you to enter and exit the Dominican Republic, which we did only for going and not for coming. So we had to spend another 20 minutes at check-in, which was not a big deal since we had extra time, but just keep that in mind when you travel here. I am boarded on UA 1526 with direct service to Newark. One thing I gotta say about the boarding process here, that it wasn't the most efficient. In that regard, we had people from not boarding groups 1 and 2 boarding in pre-boarding and the 1 and 2 time slot, which was not the best, because then people with actual pre-boarding and group 1, group 2 privileges cannot actually take advantage of it and use it. But anyways, I'm on the aircraft now. Quick seat tour. So it's the seat back pocket that has the United safety card. There's no seat back entertainment, but that's okay because we have personal device. This is the table stored in the armrest, and I have 2 windows, plus a sanitizing wipe to clean anything I feel. So, good seat, and I'll see you in the end. So before takeoff, the flight attendants came around and took drink orders, so I ordered a Sprite. However, upon tasting the Sprite, I noticed that it tasted just a little bit weird. I think they did not serve me Sprite. They did not serve me the right drink. I think I just tasted alcohol. So I've just been notified that I was not given the correct drink, that I was given tonic water instead of Sprite. Horrible mishap. I mean, imagine if that had been an alcoholic drink, how bad this would have been right now. So this just it's another thing I'd like to add. Me and the person next to me, we were the last people to be served our drinks. Everyone else in business class has gotten their service, and I just don't know what to say. This is not the right start. This is not how someone in business class should be getting service. I mean, tonic water instead of Sprite. That is not a mess up that should be happening. But anyway, I'm thankful to God that it was not an alcoholic drink. Otherwise, we would have a much bigger problem on our hands. So I received my Sprite, and I've already spilt some of it over the entire seat. But that's okay. I cleaned it up with the napkin. Tastes weird. Sprite tastes a bit weirder than normal Sprite would taste, but it's still fine. It's still Sprite, so yeah. Within a few minutes, the dinner service was started. On today's menu was a Greek salad and a veggie bowl. If you don't like any of these things, a non-veg option was also available. Usually I'm not a fan of any Greek food or Mediterranean food in general, but this was actually very appetizing, and I enjoyed it thoroughly. Very good job, United. So the meal service has ended, and I've finished my meal, and I have to say it's one of the best in-flight meals I've had in a while. I mean, the rice was so flavorful. Unfortunately, I do not think the service for economy class has started, which is not the best for them. But right after we wrap up, then they will start getting their snacks. So I just wanted to talk a little bit about my Punta Cana trip, if the full trip report does not make it onto YouTube. We got there on the 24th. We're supposed to get there at noon, but we ended up getting there at 6 p.m. due to United's amazing flight delays. But yeah, we thought we were missing a lot, but the resort ended up not really meeting our expectations as a 4.3 out of 5 rated resort. It was very small. There weren't that many activities to do, but the main highlight of the trip was the excursions that we did. So one of the excursions that we did was an ATV/boogie ride excursion, where we went into local villages and saw sights, and yeah, it was overall fun. The next day, we went to a place called Sauna Island. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but it was your stereotypical, by stereotypical, I don't mean to be derogatory. It was really nice. It was as if I felt like I was in the Seychelles, or I was in Mauritius, or the Maldives. It was that good. The only downside to that trip was that the travel time was around 5 hours, including stops and the drives, but it was all worth it in the end. But a few general takeaways from it as we're halfway through the flight. It was an okay resort, except compared to different all-inclusives that I've been to, including ones in Cancun, Punta Cana itself 8 years ago, Los Cabos. It failed to meet the mark, if you know what I mean. For a 5-star resort, it failed to meet the mark. So we've begun our descent into the Newark, New York International Airport area. A few takeaways from this flight. It's probably going to be my last flight that I take with United in the near future. I'm sad to say, but yeah, It's going to be a new year, 2023. We're going to probably look into some other airlines and maybe not be so reliant on just one anymore. But a few takeaways from my last flight of the year. It was pretty good. I mean, the seat was very spacious. The cabin was very clean. The flight attendants were very attendant, as they should have been, keeping a close eye on every single passenger, making sure they were well taken care of. The food was good. Bathrooms were clean. So, yeah, I have to rate this one a 10 out of 10. Good job, United. You did well. So, we are estimated to arrive 20 minutes ahead of schedule.